I'm going to show you some common mistakes people make in their early journey with running their business online. I'm going to take you through Georgia's page. We're going to critique it, fix up some lead problems that she's having so she can get more leads. You guys are going to be able to apply that to yourself and improve her personal branding so she can connect more with her audience. Just like I've been able to create a really amazing loyal following and a really healthy business that can take me anywhere I want in the world with a loyal following of 5,000 people. I'm going to kind of give you, Georgia, the principles of what I would do differently if I was you and what has been working really well for me and my coaches. So let's first begin with the bio. I help women transform their body, mind, and confidence. And you have a few tags here. So I want you to think about your bio as your business card. This whole page right now, the first fold is the business card. And so when someone comes on your page, you're going to immediately see who you are and why they should care. And right now, immediately, a common thing people do is they add a lot of different options to take people. And when someone goes on your page, they either are coming on for multiple times and they've known you for a while, or they don't know you at all. We want to talk to the people who don't know us at all, because those people, we want to take them in one direction, into a funnel, to then consume something, build goodwill, build trust, build connection, build an audience. And right now you are sending me in 1, 2, 3, 4 different directions. One thing immediately to change is what do you want to happen? You want more clients. This is the number one thing you and basically everybody watching this wants. So when I go on your bio, I want the fastest way to do that. Now you've given me another menu. When Hormozy was critiquing my page, he gave me the same advice that I now should have listened to much earlier on. And that is 1. Have 1, max 2, absolute max 3 options to send somebody, because it's like going through a grocery store and you see all the different options and you are now take forever to make a decision. Now, what most people do is what they do, I'll show you. They just exit. By the way, I have to do this in 14 minutes before my next coaching call. So we have a time crunch right now. So if I can do this in 14 minutes, you will get the most jam-packed 14 minutes I can give you. Now, the amount of money that you're going to make in comparison to all the discount codes that you guys continue to add to your pages relative to your actual coaching is incomparable. So what I would do is I would just use the codes for your clients and occasionally on stories, and I would remove these and I have to click another button. So that took too long to load, by the way. I know on a computer, it's probably going to load almost just the same on mobile. This is good that your form only takes 45 seconds to do, but the more buttons to click, the more you lose people. Now, I'm just going to critique your form because I've been through this before, so excuse me for doing this. I'm going to show you guys how you can improve your form. The good thing is you're starting with a multiple choice question. So one thing I want you to take away immediately is there's too many options, Georgia. You need to clean this up. And look, I know you might have a relationship with some of these brands, and they may, EHP Labs, I know these guys. A lot of my coaches get messaged by them. This is you. This is cool. There's just too many things going on. You need to simplify and make it a lot more minimal. You're having a lead problem from the front end because you're sending people in so many directions. You need to decide, what is the major one offer that you want to sell? Well, I think it's the Becoming Her program. Okay? All things need to go into that. In regards to a form, look, I'm just going to show you how to optimize it, but starting with a form is actually not something I would start with. Saad again, just testing this. So what you're doing well is you're doing a multiple choice question. The thing you're not doing well is there is no number. You didn't capture any number and you didn't give me a redirect. There's 2 things you're missing out on. In forms, what you want to do is when someone fills that out, you want to contact them immediately. Now, what I'm guessing you're going to do is you're going to DM them. Maybe you're going to email them. And what's probably going to happen about 20, 30, 40, 50% of the time is people don't respond or take a long time to respond. You're nurturing in the DMs, trying to get them to respond, you're trying to build a relationship, get their goal, get their challenge, eventually book them on a call. They know it, you know it. Instead, I want you to add one thing. Add a phone number. I don't know how many times your form is being filled out, but I've used a ton of them before and figured out the ones that work, figured out the ones that don't work. Forms that have no phone number are going to be way less effective for you. When someone puts a phone number in, what do you want to do? You want to call them within 60 seconds, as fast as possible. There's already a lot of limiting beliefs that can come up when I say that. It's like, am I going to feel desperate? Am I going to appear desperate? All these things are going to come up. And what I need you to do is neatly acknowledge them and put them over in the corner for now. Because we know that sales conversion goes up by like 500 to 600% when people contact their leads within the first few minutes. You want clients, clients want help. If they put their numbers in, they've been asked to be contacted. They want your help. So you have to get out of your own way and you want to hit them up. What you do on that call is a different problem. I'm going to release some of mine on this channel of like literally what I say on my outreach calls that you can just copy. You want to build a relationship. You want to connect with people. You want to get to know them. But number one, you have their phone number, which is a much easier way to contact people. You can then WhatsApp them. In fact, Georgia, probably do a version of what I did with you. And we start to build a relationship and you get to know them. That's one change you need to make is you need to add a number. Let's go back to the funnel though. Okay. When we go back to your bio, what I would like, if I was mentoring, coaching you, I would get rid of, Jesus Christ, there's so many discount codes. It's raining discount codes. You don't need this many. This is way too much. Your business and the financial freedom you want is not going to be made from discount codes, not unless you have 500,000 to 1 million followers. The scale you need for them to work is just not going to happen right now. And if that means you have to break partnerships with these companies, I would consider doing it because your business is number one. Now, the principle is get rid of it. Get rid of as much as you can, one action point. Instead, what I would like you to replace all of this with actually, unless your form is being filled out on a weekly basis, if you're getting like 1 or 2 fill outs a month, then what I would do is do a version of what I've done, and you have some type of micromagnet, some type of lead capture. Now, I know I have a few here, okay? This is the absolute max you'll ever see from me. And we just want to draw, I'm just driving people to get the 30 protocols in 30 days. That's where the sales is going to happen. That's where I'm going to take someone who kind of just got to know me to getting to know me. So what you want to do, Georgia, is you want to create your own version of this. I use lead pages, recommend them, not affiliated, just love them. And you want to create your version of this. You basically need people to get time on brand. And so when I go to your page and I have a look at, I need you to write down all of the different beliefs and pains, obstacles that your clientele has. Let's go pains and obstacles. I need you to write a list of those. And then on another column, you write down, well, what are the solutions? Let's say insecurity in how they look, not confident when they look in the mirror. That's a headline. That becomes a pain point that is very real to a lot of people that you then create part of a solution for. How do you package all this up? A number of ways. A list of the pains and you have a list of the solutions. Let's say for mine, for example, 30 protocols in 30 days and 30 ways to become a coach who's better than a degree qualified coach. Cool. The pains in those emails are not only skills and tools that I'm giving, so very practical, they are speaking directly to the insecurities. I know my people, they feel a lot of imposter syndrome. I know maybe you do as well. I know they don't have confidence dealing with complex clients. I know them intimately. So you want to really get to know the psychology of your clientele intimately. How do you do that? You ask them. Write this down. What is the primary emotion? What are the emotions you felt right before you reached out to me? Desperation, insecurity, anxiety, didn't know where to turn, and you want to write them all down. I want you to ask that for every single client, current and past. That will be a goldmine. Because now you will know what to make content about. You make content speaking to your audience's deepest pains. And conversely, you do dream. What do they want? I want to become her. Georgia, what does becoming her mean? I can't even see a landing page where I can read about what that is, why people should care, where the testimonials are. Like, there's no landing page. A landing page. Because you have a decent amount of followers, but you should have a 6-figure business from your amount of followers. Like, you can do that. You'll be able to replace your second job if you can develop a deeper connection with your audience, which I'm going to talk about in a second in the last 6 minutes. So you need to get to know your market much better. And then you need to speak to those pains in things you deliver. Now, I have an email sequence. You don't need to go to that level of kind of depth yet, although I would like you to at some point. Right now, you can just start creating content on those pains. Now, maybe you touch on it a little bit, but I mean more specifically. And creating videos, just like I'm making you, short videos that you you put on your stories and you link out and you send to girls who follow you and you send to people who are in your DMs to start building a relationship. People take time to buy something from you. Coaching is a very personal thing, and people are becoming quite vulnerable when they put themselves out there. And all of their insecurities are out there to be judged, to be coached, and to be worked through. You probably know that takes some time sometimes for girls to develop the courage to be able to go out there and put themselves out there to get help. You want to help them get there faster. You do that by connecting with them on a deeper level, by not just giving them carousel reels of yourself, but speaking to their heart and their soul. So let's have a look at your content. Now that we're going to fix the funnel, because we're going to add a phone number, you're going to call all your leads immediately, right? Just get to know them. You don't have to sell them anything. Get to know their pain, ask them what they're struggling with, start to send them some free resources. Hey, and then, so you wanted to, and just get to, I need to send you more of a framework if you want help. Obviously, we have all that in Zion, but like, that's another problem, okay? I don't want to overwhelm you too much. Then, buyer, 1. The thing you want to sell, your coaching. But ideally, it's some type of goodwill. So it's the primary pain and the solution to it in your bio. We can work up to that. Right now, we can just clean it up. Going through your content, you said to me that growth is a big word for you. Love it. Growing knowledge, we can do that. Growing my social media and personal brand and building more personality on online. I love that you said that. So people can know and trust me more. I love that you said that. You intuitively know. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to look through your page in these last 4 minutes and I'm going to see, do I feel like I can trust you and develop that connection by watching some of your videos? Okay, that's inspiration post. That's you training. I used to dream about mornings like this. Now it's my daily reality. Okay, that's inspiring but not relatable. OxyShed protein shakes. This is a partnership. Okay, again, this is. I thought too many when we first. This is better. This is the best post out of all of them so far because you're being yourself and you're being silly. Okay, because these 4 posts, Georgia, honest, you have a physique and an appearance that a lot of girls look at and feel like it's either unattainable or intimidating. You've worked hard at your physique, whatever your story is. By the way, we need to know your story. And some girls look at that and are not going to feel very connected to it because they feel this big gap, this big intimidating gap of how the hell am I going to do that? I'm bloated, I'm sick, I have autoimmune issue, I got PCOS, I got period pain, I'm in bed for half the day. They compare themselves at their worst to your best. Where's the trust? When you can go on my page and I can tell you about the losses. I'm going to tell you about the losses. I'm going to show you the highs and the lows. This is just one story. Like, felt completely uncertain and dead inside at some point at my greatest success. I That's real. But people can relate to that because they feel pain as well. So a lot of these posts, now you might have some reels. I hope you maybe some hidden some. Georgia, a lot of these reels are just about you. They're showing your highlights. You're not even writing much, so I can't connect with you. I don't know what's going on in your heart. Random emojis. If you think about the brands and the people that you connect with the most, people don't care about what you eat in a day. I don't care if you got a few likes and a few comments. Do these people buy from you? I mean, this is actually your most engaged post. So in one ways, you should probably do a little bit more of this. It's actually more of a value-driven post. But people aren't connecting with you, Georgia. Now this is a little bit more, see? When you start to share a little bit, people connect with it. Business and fueling your body, surrounding yourself with good people. Okay, you're just touching on a little bit right now, just a tad. Georgia, here's what I need you to do. I need you to make a story post. I need you to be vulnerable yourself, to develop trust with people. And this whole social media thing will become a lot more fun and enjoyable for you as well when you realize and people feel like they can relate to you. Personal branding, what a personal brand is you. It's not having the perfect structure, the perfect lighting, the perfect appearance. It's showing your flaws bravely because then people connect to it. If you saw my video on my YouTube channel, lost $144,000 in 2 weeks. I talked through the whole story and the pain and anguish of that and everything it taught me. That's not me at my best. But I received like 10 people telling me, wow, that really hit me. And now those people, clients and non-clients, they've connected with me. So when they think for someone to help them, who do you think they'll be more likely to think of now? It's not all about business and money. It's about being real. Because people connect with that in this world of fakery. So what I would leave you with is I want you to tell your story. You can do it in a carousel. I didn't see a single video, Georgia, of you talking to the camera. How can people connect? Maybe there is. I'm sure there is one. I don't even know what you sound like. Your prospects are expected to like connect with you and want to work with you. They don't even know what you sound like. They can't feel your energy. Energy is real. It creates intuition. You hear so many of my clients and my students say to me, why did you decide? I just felt right. Like you can do all the logic stuff. And then a lot of them tell me, it just felt right. And 4 people got tattoos of me on their body from my business. What the fuck? It probably has something to do with my personal brand, AKA me. Because people can connect with me. And Georgia, people aren't connecting with you right now. They're looking at you just as a physique in your best light, in your best image. And you're actually so much more than that. You have your own pains and your own problems and your own challenges. And until you have the courage to share that, your dreams, your hopes, and what you've been through, and actually, you need to talk to the camera. You need to make reels talking to the camera. I know it might be a bit scary. You can literally make a piece of content about that. And I want you to tag me so I can see it and give you some encouragement. Because right now, it's no mistake why you're struggling with leads. Because leads are people. And people aren't connected to you. So you can be self-employed by June or July. Go to Bali, do your whole thing. But you're much less likely to do it unless you have the courage to be yourself. Tell your story in a carousel post and a reel. Put yourself out there. Not just your body, but yourself, your heart, who you are. And you'll notice people connect with it. Then we can talk about putting CTAs at the end of it and all of that. And then people are much more likely to click on the things into your business anyway. But we need to talk to people first on an emotional level before we can get them to giving us money. Good luck. Let me know what you thought of this.